According to a helicopter company official, Chief Prosecutor Shelley Neal and a former prosecutor asked for a ride from Pagan to Saipan. He says the complimentary trip was a simple favor. About 2 weeks ago, Chief Prosecutor Shelley Neal and former Chief Prosecutor, now businesswoman, Rosemont Santos, went on a federally funded boat trip to Pagan for what Santos said was an aquaculture feasibility study led by the nonprofit group she chairs called Guihan Pacificu. They were accompanied by Santos's husband, Gary Sword, and a former AG investigator, James Azuzu, and they went on a commercial fishing vessel operated by Ambrosio Gumaro, who is a criminal defendant in a pending corruption case prosecuted by the Public Auditor's Office. Ogumaro is also the subject of ongoing and separate criminal investigations that Neal oversees. The chief prosecutor's 5-day voyage on a criminal defendant's boat raised eyebrows, and so did her return trip to Saipan. She and Santos took a private helicopter that had been hired out by a military contractor to assist with cultural resource surveys now underway on Pagan. In an interview last week, Santos indicated that Americopters was interested in pursuing a business relationship with Guihan Pacificu. But in an email responding to KSPN's inquiries, Americopters Operations Director Rufus Crowe says, quote, "I can't even pronounce Guihan Pacificu. We have absolutely no relationship with them whatsoever," end quote. Crowe says his pilots simply believed that Neal and Santos were part of the survey project when they asked for the ride. He adds that the helicopter would have been empty on its way back to Saipan, and so the pilot agreed to let them board. Santos described the ride as a gift. She and Sword also suggested that Americopters made the offer.
That was a gift.
That was a gift.
God,
yeah.
There are good people in this world.
Okay, a gift from Americopters?
Yeah, they offer that stuff.
Well, they're doing a job up there, and they didn't have any, and they
were empty coming back, so they offered.
Crowe, for his part, calls it a favor, and he tells KSPN, quote, "Why you are trying to turn a simple favor into something nefarious really shows that you must be scouring the bottom of the barrel for news these days. Pretty damn pathetic," end quote. But regardless of who asked or offered first, the problem, at least for the chief prosecutor, is that government employees are prohibited by law from accepting gifts or favors worth more than $50. Helicopter round trips to Pagan range in value from $8,750 to $10,200. KSPN has thus far been unable to verify Neal's role, if any, in the fisheries project that was the purported reason for the trip. The chief prosecutor has not responded to media requests for an on-camera interview, nor has she answered emails. In a phone interview last week, she also refused to disclose how much she paid for her Pagan trip. KSPN also followed up with Attorney General J.P. Nicholas for comment, asked whether he stood by his earlier position that he found no ethical issues involved in Neal's trip to Pagan. Nicholas, in an email, says he is currently looking into the matter.